Hi, my name is Antoinette Wash. I currently teach in Alief Independent School District. I'll be teaching fourth grade math science for the GT program next year at Boone Elementary.
Hi, I am Michaela Dunn. I also teach in Alief ISD. I'm currently a second grade dual language teacher, and I will be looping with my kids to third grade next year.
Ms. Diane.
Hi, Diane Delgado, and I am a second grade teacher at Victoria Walker Elementary in Baytown, and I've been teaching for 9 years, and next year I hopefully will be teaching second grade still.
And I am Karen Field. I am the math specialist at Alexander Elementary School in the Alief Independent School District as well. So right now we're just going to go ahead and have a discussion about our findings from the Horizon reports. And so right now I just want to get a feel for what you ladies discovered while you kind of perused through the website. What were some of the different topics you saw? What were some of the summaries you saw? And any other findings that you may have ran across?
I guess I'll start off. I did notice that I like how it was laid out at the beginning with the index, and so it kind of, or like with the glossary, so it kind of let me go through. No, sorry, not the glossary, the table of contents. So it kind of let me go through and figure out exactly what each, I guess you could say, article had to offer. So one thing that I noticed in one of the articles that it highlighted the challenges in technology and adopting technology into, classrooms from K through 12. So I thought that was interesting, how it didn't just talk about all the beautiful parts of technology, but how it could be a challenge at times with technology.
I also looked at some of the technology articles. I just naturally gravitate towards technology because I feel like that's where education is going. So in addition to them, like Antoinette said, listing challenges, I did notice that they had things I hadn't seen before. Like usually we're using software, different things like that, but they talked about robotics, 3D printing, which I haven't heard of schools using that, or at least my school doesn't. So I thought that's interesting.
We've done a lot with 3D printing, Michaela, at our campus. Our former tech specialist, she got some grants. I mean, donors choose. Got some grants, and the kids absolutely love the 3D printing. Now she's no longer with us, and we have a new tech specialist who hasn't really delved into it as much, but the kids still love it. And then we even have like the librarian aide, the paraprofessional from the library, who would go and do some 3D printing and use that as incentives for some of the kids, and they love it.
Yes, I know at my city local library, they're real big on 3D printing, but I've never gone and experienced it and actually, had something done in 3D.
So I really liked, and I guess I'm just talking about the formality of it all. I liked the fact that when you look at some of the articles that were on the table of contents, like Wash was mentioning, you could literally see there's almost like a thermometer, like some kind of gauge that lets you know the interest level of the article. Now, mind you, I did not see that when I made my selection. I made my selections for the contractual agreement. However, when I did go back and look, the ones that I did select are pretty high up there on the interest level. So I'm excited about that.
Okay, let me share with y'all what I liked about it. For Unit 3, I like that they have online discussion links. I went in and clicked on one of the links, and it would lead to online discussions, like professional people communicating and talking about the topics within the article. I also like that they had various links, like for good makerspacers, robotic links about how other schools around the world are using the systems of robotics. And there were also some shorter articles that, like for instance, Unit 5, that was a lot more shorter. There was just nice big headings with small paragraphs to read. I also noticed in Unit 6, there was a lot of websites, PDF files, websites, and topics of achievement gaps. personalizing learning. They also had 3D video links, more robotics, and there was also some wearable technology, like where PE coaches could use for kids for PE, for parents to have for their kids to wear. And so they had some interesting links on Unit 6. And the downfall on it is I didn't really like, on some of the articles, they had listings of technologies, just plain listings, but they weren't links. So I really don't see I don't know why it was formatted that way. I don't know if y'all noticed that too. There was just like a lot of bullet listing of different technologies, but it didn't lead you nowhere. It was just there. Yeah.
I really liked I didn't notice that, Ms. Diane. I did not.
Okay.
But I really liked toward the right hand of the website. So I've used word clouds before in presentations, and it was similar to a word cloud, except all of the words were links. So I thought that was pretty good. So perhaps some of those same terms that you may see listed might appear over there on the word cloud that is a link.
Okay.
So that was pretty good as well. Did anyone choose Unit 5?
Yes, I did. Those were the short paragraphs.
Lucky. So what were the topics though? Because I did not select it, so it didn't hold any interest to me. So
yeah, the reason why I picked it was because it talked about key trends on accelerating tech adoptions, where there's long-term trends, midterm trends, and short-term trends. And it's in the subtopics would be like the culture and innovation, the deeper learning approaches, growing focus on measuring learning, coding as a literacy, and rise of STEM learning.
Yep, didn't pique the interest for me.
Okay.
So Wash, how do you see this all helping out in your upcoming position?
Well, since I will be GT next year and I'm moving from second grade, and my end goal is to become a tech specialist, I think all of this will be meaningful. And I think it's actually some good articles in there that I might be able to like pull and refer back to as I, like move forward in my career. I know when I went on my interview, one of the questions that they asked me was, how would I incorporate technology? And so just looking through some of the articles, I saw that they talked about artificial intelligence, they talked about robotics, and just dealing with the GT brain. I think that some of those things just naturally go when you're dealing with students like that. So that was kind of interesting to me, because those are things that I have not, I'm familiar with a lot of apps on the iPads, but as far as like thinking outside of the box or makerspace or artificial intelligence, those are things that I'm not really, savvy with yet. So I think it'll be beneficial.
Well, you can always come by and visit, because we're going to be on one of the STEM academies that's piloting for fourth grade. And so it'll be an opportunity for the students not to just do PBL, but also use a lot of that Redbird learning and all of that stuff that I'm sure you're already certified in.
Yes, I'm ready.
Just incorporating a lot of those technology aspects of it. I think you would benefit by coming to visit.
Okay.
I have a question. You said STEM Academy.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the title of that academy?
It's not necessarily a title, because it's not going to be right now. We're just rolling it out. This is going to be the first year of implementation. So we are starting with our fourth grade teachers, the team of fourth grade teachers, and it's more or less just an opportunity for the students to just to be immersed in that the STEM, the idea of STEM.
Okay.
We've been slowly kind of introducing it to the kids. So it shouldn't be anything new.
Yes.
But just the fact that we're going to try to integrate it with all content areas, I think that's the part that will be interesting to see how it plays out.
Do y'all have STEM in the high schools right now?
We definitely do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And actually in A-Leaf, it starts in the intermediate schools. I have some kids that I tutor that are in the STEM Academy at Youngblood Intermediate, so 5th and 6th grade STEM Academy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, so y'all are breaking it down, like going to the now to primary grades now, since y'all have it at the junior high level and high school level. So now y'all are going to the very low primary grades. That's great.
Yeah.
And y'all can just build the foundation there, and they can be more successful when they get to the junior high and high school level. They'll have that knowledge, that expertise, and everything. That's really great, because my girl, she's in the health academy. And they educate her in all areas of health, like, pharmaceutical, forensic science, nursing, doctor, vets, so I'm very supportive with that. Those are great academies and STEM-based academies, and I really like it. And she's been enjoying it. It's her first year at her ninth grade high school level. And she really enjoyed it. I asked her, do you still want to stay in it? And she goes, yes, Mom, I want to stay in it. I like it. And I was like, well, that's good. So they do some real hands-on activities and research and a lot of group activities. And they're learning to be good, effective citizens. And communication is so important nowadays. They need to know how to communicate in regular school.
Not just texting.
Yes.
So they can be ready when they go out in the real world,
Michaela, did you find anything, or do you think you'll run across anything that you could possibly share with your tech specialist?
I think so. So like Antoinette was talking about, we use a lot of the different apps, and we've had an emphasis on coding, but it listed as like a short-term for technology, short-term trend. So I think I'll be interested in reading more about the midterm trends and the long-term trends to see things that would really be valuable to our students, because who knows, how long coding is going to be popular, and things like that. So, yeah.
That's one thing about technology, man. It gets old quick, I guess you can say, and then there's always something new coming out. So.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a good point to end on. I don't want to cut us off, but at the same time, I don't want to go too far over the 5-minute time. So, anybody have any final thoughts that they wanted to add just to wrap it up?
I'm looking forward to having these more conversations with you ladies.
Yes, it was nice meeting with y'all, talking to y'all tonight.
Same here. Thank y'all very much, ladies. Y'all have a great night.
And we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Yeah.